G'day guys, Brad from D1 DLC here at AVCon 2016 with Matt Tribbiani.
Yep.
Did I say it right?
No, a little bit wrong.
How do I say it?
Tribbiani.
Tribbiani, I thought so.
Yeah, you're real close.
Anyway,
Yep.
Matt Tribbiani,
Yep.
maker of HackNet.
Yep.
And you're here at the Indie Games room showing off a bit of the DLC that is currently in progress, is that right?
Yeah, so it's super new, like pretty much mostly untested. Like I finished the builds for it the night before the convention started.
Excellent.
And like some sneaky fix up on the show floor when we first tried to start it up. But it's really new and super in progress. Like conventions like this are really cool because you can mostly use them as a, I don't know, like a deadline almost.
Yeah,
it's really hard to
you have to make sure it's done by then. Yeah.
So like
and I imagine that's,
stuff, like,
that must be difficult because you don't necessarily work for anyone doing your own developer. You don't have those hard deadlines a lot of the time. Yeah.
Like even when you work for someone, they have to sort of pick an arbitrary deadline.
Yeah.
But a lot of game dev stuff, you can just make heaps of things that you're like, oh yeah, this would be cool, and I have this mechanic, and I'll do a level about this, and you've got those bits and pieces, and there's like a lot of really important work in tying it all together. Until you do that, it's hard to tell if it's actually going to be good. Yeah. So having deadlines and stuff like this, like, really gives you a good reason to like pull it together and see it tested and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So, and have you got much of feedback yet on DLC?
Yeah, a little bit. It's like it's hard because like it's not like everyone in the world's played the game, so still most people coming through it just trying it for the first time, and like. I've done enough conventions that the normal demo is pretty polished, so the feedback's good for that. But the DLC's stuff is, it's always cool to see people that have played the game like, come through and try new things and see where it's working and where it's not. Still some work to do, and like it's still very much a work in progress, but I'm liking the direction so far.
I find the HackNet in particular is a bit of a difficult game to play at a convention because I feel lots of the games you want to pick them up, you know, with a controller, smash it out for a little bit and move on to the next one, where HackNet is a game that you want to sit down, put the headphones on and immerse yourself in. Do you find that to be a bit of a challenge?
Oh yeah, it was a huge nightmare. So like, when I first started showing HackNet, this is actually like the 4th year or something. Like I took HackNet here when it's still like a super early demo. And that convention real badly. Like the tutorial was not nearly as good, and everyone, like every single person would just like fail at the tutorial step, and it's like, why did I even make this game? And like it's really not encouraging, but I like.
So how did you go from that to making a game which has been a big success?
Oh yeah, well like that's like the first step, right? Like it's about making a system that's like not compromising on what players need to learn and do in order to feel good. And then you just get better at teaching. Like don't compromise your system instead of like because it's too hard to learn. Just get better at teaching people these complex things. So take it to conventions and having those like huge failures, and then refining it for next year and having it fail again. You make a note of every time anyone fails, and then you like smooth out all those bits and make the feedback much better. Like that's pretty much how you do it. It takes a long time.
And it's one of the things we've spoken to a couple of devs is about making it intuitive so people can learn how to play the game without having to read a rule book first. Which is what you're saying, isn't it? Make it teach that person in the game how to play the game.
Well, I think it's like the tutorials, like this really weirdly underappreciated part of game design. I guess people appreciate them a lot, but for the convention, the tutorial is the whole game. That's what we'll ever see, right? And like, if you're not making that the most like crazy fun and cool experience that's like really streamlines them into like a good experience straight away, then they are not going to like it because someone else next to you is going to be doing that.
Absolutely.
And so like, especially with a game like HackNet, it's very technical and very difficult to learn. It doesn't suit the atmosphere. It was hard to get it to that spot. And it's really nice being able to see it, like see the rewards of like having done that over a long period of time now.
Absolutely. It is a great game. Like we've played the shit out of this game. We absolutely love it. We're psyched to get our hands on the DLC because that's been amazing. We should just quickly mention, because I want to let you go, because I know you've got a Rocket League tournament that you've got to sign up for.
Yeah, it's pretty important.
That's a huge
actually
deal.
The main reason.
Absolutely. But also, you've got a panel later on today, which is going to be a little bit embarrassing for yourself.
I've heard that there's like another like podcasting team on the panel.
Yeah, there are. I've heard there's a few. But
we actually we're talking about if we should prepare for it or not. And then we're looking at the competition, being like, really, what are they going to have? I don't want to hurt their feelings. Like, I want to hurt their feelings a little bit.
But not don't want to crush their spirit.
I don't want like a ritual suicide on stage.
No, that's what we're going to be doing. So if the DLC is never released, it's because Matt didn't recover from the great debate that we're doing this afternoon.
So like for all those rabid fans that have now trained to be super hackers, like if I get some serious emotional damage, you know where to point your shit.
I do just want to quickly finish off. HackNet's a very unique idea, and it's obviously based around hacking. Is that something that you've got an interest in? Is that why you went down this path?
I can tell you I never paid for printing at school. I had like a bit of a past in it. I never got as serious as the game gets. Like you can't. go that deep into making something like that without doing a bit of research.
You would think so.
Yeah.
You would think so.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Go sign up for your tournament. We're done.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.